You just take your pipe cleaner, I like fold it in half like this, although I'm wearing black and this is a black pipe cleaner. I'm just gonna be a little bit more delicate. I don't want anything to happen to the glue, so take your pipe cleaner. If you've never seen this before, this bottom part is the rail. I'm gonna be working across the middle one here, and I take the pipe cleaner and come up from the back, and I like to start with the ends. Now I hear it creaking and stuff, so we're just gonna be extra. Let me get a tissue, you guys. I'm just melting over here. I can't even. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, it is just so hot. And truth be told, I did not shave my legs and I had a PTO meeting, so I did not wear shorts today. My jeans are sticking to my legs, okay? So I am not comfortable right now. I haven't seen the PTO members in person in over a year, so I didn't want to look like a scrub showing up in front of the vice principal, and the principal was there too. I got to see Mr. 2. I'm regretting my decision. When I say my jeans are sticking to me, you guys, they are sticking to my skin. I'm gonna have to go home and peel them off. Anyways, I'm hot. Okay. So take your pipe cleaner. Look, it's flat. All I do is like eyeball the middle and bend it up like this. There's nothing fancy. Come up from behind the rail here and position it. So if you've never seen this before, how I position these. I'm eyeballing, you can measure it. I'm just eyeballing it. I did the 2 ends, and then I do the middle, and then I do the other 2 middles here. So there are 5 of them kind of evenly spaced. You want to make sure they're tight. These aren't moving. Like, I cannot slide these around. If you can slide them, undo them and retie them so they're super tight. You don't want your mesh moving. And this is what it looks like. This is what the back looks like. I saw your guys' comments about how to take the sticker off. I was in a hurry last week when I did that, so we have a little bit of a hot mess. If you're doing finished pieces and you want your business card or you have a sticker, you might put a sticker on the back. When we do our wreath rails, I do not brand them at all because you guys are reselling them. Okay, so I wouldn't put anything here. If you're not comfortable with this, you might want to finish the back or just leave it. That's up to you, but I want to show you what that looks like. It's messy. I'll probably clean it up if we get this sold. So that's what the back looks like. Now let's do the mesh. This has no foil in it. It is actually jute. It says it's Poly Pro mesh ribbon waterproof. Whatever. Okay, it's jute. So let's move this over. Let me get my rotary cutter and my scissors out so we can get going. Carol, it is so hot. Piece of ribbon. Veronica says can't get it off. Put a piece of ribbon. Yes. We did break a we tied a record for the hottest temperature ever recorded in Las Vegas. Yesterday or this weekend? Whatever. It's on my personal page. For 117. Now, when they say 117, the where they take the temperature is at McCarran, which is the airport, and we don't live near McCarran. Our temperature is always at least a few degrees hotter. So it was hot. My AC was running and running and running. I had to turn the temperature up just so I could give it a break because we ain't playing that game. 10-inch mesh, and I'm cutting it in 30-inch strips. I'm trying to cut it right along. You see this is a plaid pattern. I'm trying to cut it right along that line. So it might be a little wobbly. I am trying to keep it straight, but might not be perfect. But at least look. Oh my gosh, I can't, you guys. If you guys have known me for a little while, you know I don't like to sweat. So I'm struggling. Bear with me, please. Okay. So here's 3 of them. Now, if you don't like doing 30 inches, you could probably get away with doing 20 and it's gonna look just as full, especially on this project here. It should be okay. So you see I'm kind of moving this a little bit just to line it up a little bit better. If it's not exactly 30 inches and it's like 29.9 or 29.8 because we moved it like that, it's gonna be fine. I'm lining it up over here, and then at my 30-inch mark here, I wanna just make this line a little bit straight. There we go. So mesh, this was on sale, 50% off. This sticker price was $9.99. Was it? Yep, $9.99. So you know I got it for $5. $5 for a roll of mesh goes a long way when you're making wreath rails, because look at all of this that I have in here. If you do the math, how many 30-inch pieces can you get in a roll? I don't know. Darlene's always teasing me with her cool weather. Hi, Mary Ellen. Darlene says, I think we hit 70 here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. I would trade you places. I'm so hot. Okay, take your mesh, the natural curl, see how it curls up from being on the roll? I face that away from me, and I do a whole roll here. It looks like I'm doing it twice, but I'm just making sure that it's rolled up at least one full roll. When I do it once, it's like, looks like half a roll. So I just do it, I roll it twice, but it's actually one full roll. You'll see that it's, looks like a taquito, okay? And then you're just going to scrunch it right down the middle. This does have a line here, so you could just stay right with that line. You're gonna have this, and you're gonna place this, and it doesn't matter up or down, I'm placing it down, which means the ruffles are facing up, or the curl is facing up. And this is gonna go right here in the top. Start on the end. And you know what? I'm gonna turn my glue gun on in case we have an accident and we have to fix it, okay? Because that's gonna be embarrassing. Lake Michigan keeps you cool. Yay! We had a lightning storm last night. It was pretty cool. Richard called us out. It was after 9 o'clock. And it wasn't like above us. It was around the mountains. The sheep range, if you're familiar with Las Vegas, we live just south of the sheep range and east of Mount Charleston. We're in the northwest part of town, so it was definitely over here by the shop, going this way, and on the sheep range. So it was pretty cool to see. I didn't hear any thunder, but there was a lot of lightning. Okay, so this mesh is pretty thick. I'm not a huge fan of their mesh, but I'm loving this one here. Okay, so you'll see I did the 2 outer ones and the one in the middle. Yay, Cindy! Those designs are super amazing. Okay, so we just have 2 more to go. So, Wreath Roll Club. We have some club members here. Make sure you're in the Facebook group. Nancy and I will be going live this week. We're gonna regroup tomorrow when she's in. We're going live this week in the group, and we're gonna talk about some upcoming fun things that we have planned for you guys. So make sure you're in the Wreath Roll Club group. If you don't know the link, just look up Wreath Roll Club by Hot Mesh Mom. Or we did email it out some time ago to announce it, so check your email and your spam. Now look how full this is. This is why I always do, I need to hold this right. Look, this is why I always do like the outside, the middle, and then the outside. When I'm placing this one, it's sitting like right on top of those two. Look at how full that is. This is gorgeous. I might go back, I almost knocked it off. I might go back and buy more of this mesh. I'm loving this. What a fun, this could be everyday mesh too. If you have some of those designs that aren't holiday specific and you just need like a generic mesh, this, I'm loving this. And I'm not a fan of their mesh, you guys. The only other mesh that I absolutely loved from them was the Christmas that was the red and the like teal or the icy blue color. I did love that one. I don't know if they're gonna have it back or not. This mesh, I'm loving it. Okay, so twist these off. So when I place this one down, I'm placing it above these two. I'm not moving these two bottom ones apart. I'm placing it above. So this ruffle is getting opened and it's kind of resting on these other two. So it's making this piece nice and full. And this is what it's looking like. Look at how full this is. I'll show you all the angles. Look at how full. You see nothing really sticks out here. If you kind of see this one is a little bit up, we're gonna fill it with our ribbon and stuff. This is what it looks like this way. Okay, so it's looking pretty nice. It's nice and full, and we still have a flat back here, so wherever we hang it, it's going to be fun. Ooh, I love it. Okay, so I just kept it black and browns. So I have some jute, or this is kind of like burlap ribbon. My favorite, I don't know what happened to my other one. My absolute favorite is this sheer black to add into the bow. And then how about some of this like vintage looking harlequin, and then some just black and white stripe. That's all I pulled out. Let me see if I have some. I don't have just burlap, so I'm just gonna use this. We're just gonna keep it nice and simple. So I'm thinking these two for the ties, and then just this stuff for the bow. We'll just keep it nice and simple. Now, when I do the 5 ties, I really like to only use 4 of them, because one of them I'm going to cover up with the bow. And I think I'm just gonna put the bow right in the middle. We'll just keep it a very basic bow. Maybe just like a couple pieces, because I think this is pretty nice and amazing all by itself. And that's what I want you guys to see. We didn't use that much mesh. We still have probably 2 more projects on here. We're not gonna use that much ribbon. Now this is D. Stevens ribbon. I don't use that for anything, but this is pretty nice. You don't have to use expensive ribbon, but I'm using this one because I want to. Okay, let me check out some comments here. Now, if you're a buyer and you like the stuff that we have here, Richard did list these in Etsy. The mesh is from Hobby Lobby. The mesh is cut into 30 inches. You can do 20 inches if you want. This one is 30 inches. I love the way the 30 inches covers. Now, mesh was on sale last week. I don't know if it's on sale this week, so you might have to wait a week or just pay full price for it. I'm not a full price person, so I will probably wait until it's on sale the following week and go back and see if they have more. But it wasn't in, this looks like it's an everyday, because this was down the mesh aisle. This was not in the holiday stuff, okay? They did have some other mesh. I'm gonna look at the other ones that they have there. I haven't bought mesh there in a long time. So, I'm thinking of putting 2 of these on there. Let me see how it looks with 2 pieces of the black and white. Ooh, do I even have enough? I don't know. I'm thinking I'm gonna put 2 of the black and white stripe and 1 of the harlequin. We shall see. So don't be afraid to try your wreath rails if you have your own sign. Now we do have, if you have some metal signs that you want to use, I have glued a metal sign onto these, but we also have the sign attachment rails that have several different sizes that are made to fit your signs. You can check those out too, where you get in the whole wreath rail base and you're just gluing your sign onto the actual base. Okay, so let me see this. I want to take 2 of the black and white stripe and the harlequin. I'll put the harlequin on top. Let me line these up. So take your ribbon. They're not even, but I'm just gonna make them as even as possible. I got one that's longer than the other. Scrunch down the middle. I'm gonna start here on the end. I do have some, I have a tubing idea, but I'm not gonna use tubing this time. Let's see. So keep the harlequin in the middle and then separate the black and the white. Ooh, maybe. Yep, I love it. Yeah, babe. No, you can sit there. What fluffy stuff? That polyfill? Yeah, we're using that. Oops. What length did I do this? Did I do 13 or 14? I did 13 inch. No, sit in my chair. No, you're not using that as the pillow. Sorry. Any of that mesh right there. Okay, so I need 4 more pieces because I'm going to do 2 of the black and white stripe in each one. This is at 13 inches. Oh my gosh, it is so hot in here. Jan, I did that last week, how to attach a sign to a rail, and this is the second part. The reason why I didn't do it all at the same time is I wanted to give the glue a time to like really cure and stay. And it, you know, it's been sitting for what, 5 days now? Because I think we did it on Thursday, right? Because Friday we just showed all the new kits and new tiered trays. And then, yeah, I think we did it on Thursday. I also have a blog post up too, in case you want to watch another version of doing that. That's on the blog. Mimi, what are you doing? Taking a nap? Okay, this is going to be for the bow. So 2 black and white, 1, oh look, Daddy made a pillow out of some bubble wrap. Daddy loves you.
That's what he did last time when I was laying up there on those boxes.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's get this separated. Now, what I said about tubing is I am going to, because the tubing I have isn't jute, it has a lot of sparkle in it, and I don't really want sparkle or, you know, like shiny in here. I'm going to use some jute string. Okay, and here's another tip. I'm gonna hold this up and show you. When you're adding your ribbon right here, you're gonna see that I'm adding it and I'm like pointing it this way because I don't want to cover the spot where the bow's gonna be. Here's gonna be the bow, and I have my ribbon tails going this way, and on this side they're gonna go that way. So when I put the bow right here, you still see all the fun stuff here. Look at how cute the stripes are with the harlequin on that. This is so fun. Okay, let me get my tissue again. Guys, I can't. I don't think the air conditioner's working right. Amelia, Aunt Jen says hi.
Hi.
She is spoiled. Christy, I gotta pull my pants. Christy, we used DAP Rapid Fuse and hot glue. I did the DAP first because DAP is super glue. I like the DAP because it doesn't take 24 hours. But I did want to wait overnight just to give it extra time. But DAP Rapid Fuse, and then once that was kind of dry, I put the hot glue over the top of it.
Are you using that felt right now?
In the package, no.
Can I use it?
For what?
I don't know.
As a blanket, no. Are you cold? Amelia, it's like 100 and something degrees in here. There's no way that you're cold. No way. Well, go out there in the shop then. It's not cold out in the shop. Poor guy's working out there. I have to say, Lee, you know, our newest team member, Lee, he's only been with us a couple months now. He's running the machines. So he's probably going to be doing that. And then Richard's his backup. We do need to hire another person. We're just not ready for it right now. But Lee's running the machines right now, so that is awesome. Was telling Richard they might want to think about coming in early. Like, we have to stay anyways because we have to wait for the post office, you know, and FedEx. They come anywhere after 2 to like sometimes 4 or 5 o'clock. Usually the post office. FedEx has been coming around like 2 o'clock. So, but they can come in and start early. That would be good. Oh wait, it's not so hot. Okay, ready? This is what it looks like. Welcome to my porch. Look at how awesome that is. We have no bow on here yet. I am going to take some jute string. So let's do, let me see how this looks. Where's my scissors? I'm just wrapping it around the tailboard. Four times, so I'm just going to take a little piece. Actually, I don't think that's going to be big enough. I'm going to add 2 of them. So I'm just going to add 2 pieces like this. So just the same as I do the tubing, I'm just adding a little piece of the jute string, making like a little thing, and then putting this right here in the tie, just to bring in more of that rustic look. They can see you if you want to come stand over here. And then pulling these separate.
Do you still have an apron?
No, the aprons are at home, honey. What do you need? Yeah, aprons are for painting. What do you need? You can come over here. Honey, you can't be cold. It is so hot in here. Go out in the shop if you're cold. So I'm just making these little bow ties, putting that right in there. Twisting it off a few times so it doesn't come apart. Spreading out the little bows here. Doing a little curly Q. I haven't done that in a while. Little curly Q on the end of the pipe cleaner, just so it looks like, you know, put together. You guys, oh my gosh. I am not made for this. I'll probably have to do this project another time. Okay, so I need 4 more of this jute string. Oop. Bye. I did use the 13-inch just because that's what I use for the ribbon. You can make it longer. I could have done, what, 26 and then just left it. Just take the 2 pieces. Ooh, that one is really short. You need to put your headphones on, Amelia. Yeah, it's gonna pick up on the camera. You need to put your headphones on, please. I know, I just told her to put her headphones on. She's watching her tablet again. They did work before I got here. Sandra, this is our ribbon tail board. Now this is an old one, but this is a ribbon tail board. This one has the handle on it. Makes it really easy when you're wrapping your ribbon. I use it for other things too. This is an older one. This is like one of the very first ones This one, the numbers are cut out because we used a CNC. Now everything is laser etched. But this is what it looks like without a handle, and then this is with the handle. We have 4 different sizes. We are taking some to Wreath Makers Live, you guys. So if you're going to Wreath Makers Live, they will be there. Okay, let me get some of this stuff off here. Just added a little touch here. When I get the bow on here, I'm gonna have to go and fluff stuff again because, you know, it's moving on me. But this is what it's looking like. See how that jute string just adds a little touch? It doesn't take away, but it just adds something there. Now let's make a bow. I am gonna stand this one up here in our stand. Maybe. There we go. I don't want that popping off. That would be my luck, you guys. Okay, let's make a bow. Really simple bow. I don't have any 4-inch ribbon that I can use with this. I have some cheetah, but I won't put that in there. Nope, I don't have any that would go with this at all. So I'm just gonna use this. This is like burlap. Let's do a 12-inch tail, or what is this? 10, 11, 12. Let's do a 12-inch tail. Six-inch loop. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can get how much I can get out of this. Oh, I can't get enough. Darn it. Well, that's all I'm gonna do there for that one. Oh, darn it. I felt like I wanted to put a little bit more on there. Oh well, that one's, we just got one loop on each side for this one. Oh well. Okay, black sheer, and then I'm probably gonna put the other, one of those other ones on there, maybe the Harlequin. I'm gonna do, so I did 6-inch on this. I think I'm gonna do like a 5.5-inch loop with this black and do 4 of them. I think that's what I'm liking.
I'm going to get the team some drinks.
Okay, can I have a Mountain Dew, please?
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you. We ran out of water in the water machine, so he's gonna go grab some drinks. There's a corner store that's not that far from us. Sounds like FedEx is here. Yay. Okay, so yes, I'm loving this so much. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. So wait till you guys see this. This is just black sheer. Wait till you guys see how nice this looks without adding like a lot of ribbon. How nice it comes out with just a little bit of this sheer. And I don't want to say bougie, that's not the right word. It just looks like it's, I don't know, like elegant, I guess you can say, maybe. That might be the right word, without using like really expensive ribbon. You're just adding this black sheer in here. That's the best I can explain it. Okay, let me get some pipe cleaners. Do I only have one? Oh, that's blue. Uh-oh. Hold on, do I have any more black? What is that? Yep, that's a black one. Oh, okay, I got 2 black. I just take the pipe cleaners and do like this little X right here and then twist it off onto each other. Let me get caught up on the comments here. Oops. Christy, yes. Yes, Christy, we do make those wreath stands. So this one is the 20-inch one. You see how nice it fits? If you want to see it in action too, the video I did where I made the snowman, I did, you know, stand it up on there. So you can see how nice it fits. And then I'll show you after we get done with this. So this wreath rail stand, okay, Richard also calls them a plate stand. It is good for spaces that you can't hang up your wreath rails. Okay, it has the piece on there that offers the stand part. So if you're in a space where you have maybe a table or someplace that you like to decorate that you don't want to hang up your wreath rail, you can put it on this wreath rail stand. So I just wanted to fluff it out to make sure it was where I wanted it to be. Twist it around. This is what it's kind of looking like. So really super basic. We did the burlap. This is kind of thick. And I didn't starch it with anything. It feels like it's starchy. And then that black sheer, and then the Harlequin right in the middle. And this is amazing. Okay, so take your pipe cleaner here. I want to kind of straighten this out because I got to poke it through. Mimi, what are you doing? Oh, and I call her Mimi. That's her nickname. Okay, and then when I put this on here, you guys are going to see why I said I like to do my ribbon going away from this spot because the bow, I don't want it to cover all that stuff. So I take the end of the pipe cleaner and it's going to go right through the mesh. I'm going to take my other hand and go to the back, find the rail opening, and I'm going to poke this through. Maybe I poke it through the mesh. The mesh is really thick, so you see me making all kinds of weird faces. Come on. It like doesn't want to go through. I'm gonna cut off. This what happens to you guys. Cut a clean piece on your pipe cleaner and start over because it probably got jammed up and got kinky in there and it doesn't want to poke through straight. So I'm just kind of wiggling it a little bit, poking it in there. I just have to get a grip on it. There. Oh my gosh. I bet you, yep, it got caught on one of the jute strings. There we go. Okay, so now fix it. I don't want it pointed at the ground, but I don't want it to cover the letters either. So take the other pipe cleaner. I did move a little bit of the, ooh, my package is here, of the mesh, just because if I went through all the layers, it is giving me a problem. It's so thick. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Hi, you could just drop it right there. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, you too. So, hold it up and look at it. I'm standing and looking straight over it. I have not tied off the string or the pipe cleaner. It's just in my hand. Okay, look at it. Does your bow look like it's facing the ground? We don't want that. So I'm just gonna grab it where it's in the tie and kind of fix it a little bit, okay? Now that's too high because I don't want it to cover the word porch. So I'm just gonna scoot it down a little bit. I'm still holding it in the back. And look, see how it's right in the middle? It's looking out. I like where that's at. I'm just gonna twist this around. Okay, and then now we come back. Now I'm gonna fix it. This is why I said don't do a big bougie bow because it's not necessary. I feel like all of this black and tan and the white and everything just really adds to it itself, and I don't feel like a big bow is necessary. We could have probably got away with not using 4 loops and just doing one loop on each side, 2 loops, but this looks amazing. Now I'm just fixing the loops on that sheer. And I think I want to leave it with the long tails. So I'm just going to come down here. These are kind of even. I'm holding both of the Harlequin on top of each other. Cutting that, and then the next is the sheer. Let me move that. And then the Jute. Now this one was lopsided because we had the rest of that tail. Good thing we got to use all of it. Oh, I love it, you guys. I hope you do too, and I hope you try this. I think I'm going to curl up this Harlequin a little bit. Love it. Okay, you ready? Oof. This is what we have here. So pretty. Now I'm going to show it to you on the door, okay? And then I'm going to show it to you on the stand. So here's the hanger that we stapled at the beginning. You can see, let me zoom in a little bit. Whew, it's hot. Pretty, right? So once it's hung up, then I like to go back and, you know, usually I do it off camera where I'm fixing everything. You know, I like to fix it and move things around when I'm taking pictures and stuff like that. You can feel, you know, do all that stuff. Make sure your bow is like facing out. We don't need it all smashed. Same thing over here. Some of this ribbon is kind of funny. Just fix it a little bit. But isn't that pretty? Okay, so there's hanging up on the door. Now, stand. If you have a place where you can't hang it, this is the plate stand. They come in two sizes, one for the smaller wreath rails. This one is for the bigger ones. And they actually cut me a new set. Remember the other one I was using last week is one that I've had forever. I was using it, it was the old material, the old plywood we used to do. Oh, really quick, this part right here, I missed it. Come back, cut your pipe cleaner off, and you're gonna take this end and push it right back inside right here. So you have no pokiness standing out. That's what the back looks like. Super clean, nothing happening. And then this is what I like to do. Have your plates down. I'm gonna kind of bring this forward so the ribbon stand out, and then I'm gonna place it right on the stand like this. How pretty. If you have a pretty deep shelf, maybe like on an entertainment center or on the top, or I have this weird ledge between my front room and my kitchen. It serves no purpose other than to collect dust. If I wanted to set one of these things up, like when you walk in my front door, it's my front room, and then it has this ledge thing that's open. We have vaulted ceilings, and this ledge thing that goes between the kitchen. You can, if I put this there, you can kind of see it when you walk in. That would be a good place. Or if you have a table like in the corner of a room that you really wanted to, you know, display something, this really works. Also, if you're doing craft shows and you want to fill a table spot, I know some craft shows only have tables, and this is what it looks like on the back. So I'm gonna do it this way so you can kind of see from the back how I do it, okay? So this is, the stand is facing me. I'm gonna take this so that the ribbon is flowing forward. You guys are gonna have to help me here. And I'm placing it in the wreath rail. See how it sits? And then you just go back and you're bougieing up all the stuff here. You can have your ribbon, you know, pointed outward a little bit. Or if you're gonna do this and you need the ribbon shorter on your bow here, then you can just trim it up, okay? And that's what it looks like. Yay! I think that is a great project. I hope you guys have some signs that you can do this with. So these plain rails right here, this bottom part, this is just called a standard rail. The sign was my own sign that I bought. This is just a standard rail, and we have 4 sizes, and that's how I attach it.